In other news, the cost of energy in Alaska is known by many to be notoriously high, with only 4 states having higher energy costs, according to the Energy Information Administration. But in the last 5 years, the Alaska Energy Authority has seen a large increase in funding thanks to various grants. They now plan to use those funds to reduce the cost of energy and spoke to those plans at today's Greater Fairbanks Chamber of Commerce luncheon. Reporter Adrian Peterson was in attendance and shares the details on how those funds could make Alaska more affordable.
We're going to see a boom, and when we talk about needing employees and needing a workforce, that workforce is going to come from everywhere.
Reducing energy costs in Alaska? That was the topic of the Greater Fairbanks Chamber of Commerce luncheon on Tuesday. More specifically, what work is being done to make reduced costs a reality.
5 years ago, when I took the helm, our capital budget was $21 million. Our capital budget now is $713 million.
That's a 2,600% increase in 5 years. Those funds are now being directed towards a more affordable future. An array of projects and programs were discussed, some aimed at rural energy costs and others aimed at the rail belt.
But this project will be $342 million. Sounds like a lot of money. It is a lot of money. But the one thing it does is it is cheaper than importing natural gas from overseas.
The Dixon Diversion Project will increase water at Bradley Lake and increase the power output from the hydroelectric facility there. Currently, this facility produces 10% of the power going to the rail belt, but that would increase to 20%, saving about $40 million per year.
And we're planning on doing it next year and get to a go or no-go decision by next fall.
There are also upgrades being planned for the rail belt, more specifically an upgrade to the transmission line.
So we have the transmission line that we've been affording for the last 60 years. And it's getting to the point where it needs to be upgraded.
The upgrade would increase resiliency and redundancy and upgrade transmission lines between Kenai and Beluga and then to Fairbanks. While there were many other projects and programs related to these efforts, one in particular has major implications for energy and defense. A program has been created to extend the transmission lines to the Black Rapids training site, preventing the need to replace diesel generators that are end of life. Those end of life generators also threaten the operations at the site, according to Thayer.
We have the potential of losing this military training ground, and now we've given it new life for the next 30, 40, 50 years.
While the work on these projects will take time, Thayer anticipates that it will boost both the economy and reduce energy costs for decades to come. This is Adrian Peterson reporting for News Center Fairbanks.